You had plenty of pressure in that first half, Paul. The second half, perhaps a bit disappointing the fact that you couldn't convert and you get any more points in the second half.
Yeah, I think the first half was probably as good as we've been, to be honest. I thought we won most of the battles. Statistically, we was good, above 80%. We was putting numbers in the tackle. Territory-wise, we dominated. So probably the only place we didn't dominate enough was on the scoreboard, which I guess losing £1 million worth of talent probably has an influence on that. But so we're going to have to work hard on our detail and find ways of getting over that whitewash when we do apply ourselves. But like I said, that wasn't a fluke. That was hard work, and the lads really applied themselves in the right areas of the field as we practised. But unfortunately, they weren't able to sustain it. And credit to Hull, they turned that round on its head and did what we did to them in the first half to us in the second half. So they did have the personnel to put us to the sword, and so credit to them. But disappointed from us from putting ourselves in a position where we can challenge and look to try and get something from the game to end up on such a scoreline.
Getting in that position, converting it into superiority, it's almost like a thing about experience as well, isn't it? Because you had a fairly inexperienced side out there today.
Experience, but I think sometimes, like I said before, like without disrespecting our players, you take Sneed, Laffey, McDonald, Watkins out of a team. They're people who break tackles and get over the whitewash or find a way of unlocking. So not only losing individuals, but replacing them with players that then have to learn about one another and start the journey again and the process again. So we don't want to keep looking back, but that's you would want to score more points is the simple answer if you're going to have so much territory and big so good in possession. So you just need to score more points, and so we'll work on that.
Looking forward, big win for the club, isn't it?
Yeah, someone mentioned it outside. Yeah, so honestly, I don't really. That'll just happen. What's happening? So we'll just crack on, be consistent.
Do you let all that sort of enter your equation, really?
Nah, it doesn't enter our team room. We just stay consistent, and consistent for us is we turn up. We have a good not a good laugh, but enjoy ourselves and practice hard and prepare well.
Do any of the lads sort of mention, because obviously
No.
It's massive sort of surround?
Not in front of us. Our room's consistent.
Came up, obviously the first game, and what do you make his performance? Pretty easy and slightly straight ended.
I thought he was great, Kane. Yeah, I've always been a big admirer of Kane as well. He's a disruptor in defence because he's got great line speed, and obviously he's keen to run and he's got good leg speed. So and I thought he was doing some great things for us early doors. And unfortunate that he had to come off there with a split head, and that's unfortunate.
Will that mean next week?
Yeah, it does. I were unsure about that because I thought they actually pushed him because he's a category A. I think the docs ruled him out, said he stumbled, but I'm convinced that they actually push him out the ruck. I'm not sure on it stumbled, but ultimately, we've got good people here who look after the lads, and so he will miss. It's disappointing, but I'm sure he's in good hands with our medical. So
yeah. 3 other deputies on sport. How do you think they went?
I thought they all went well, to be fair. I thought, again, they're all in different situations and different circumstances, played different positions and had to fill in. But everybody who's joined this club, whether it be this week or previous on loan, has always come with the same attitude and of the rest of the boys. I think it's contagious, really, that everybody's willing to roll their sleeves up and embrace the challenges that we've got. And so they enjoy that challenge, and I thought these boys did exactly that.
The comments by Hans about Kobe, what did you? Pretty scathing. What did you make?
Yeah, I mean, I'll show you the messages if you want. I think actually that whoever written it is anonymous, so I think if the conversation between me and the coach is completely different to that statement. I think they probably realise now that it's grossly inaccurate. But it would be embarrassing to backtrack, so Yeah, I'll show you shortly from start to finish if you want. But we were approached about a player twice, and actually our first port call was to ring Hunslet coach and chat to him. We had a great and respectful chat. Didn't know the player, to be honest. So it's come from agent and player to us, and that's the way. So it really disappointing, them comments. The more disappointing bit is when I've presented them with the actual events, that they've not felt the need, or maybe it's a little bit too embarrassing to fix that up. But I'm really comfortable, and I'll show you later, and then you can put some substance behind your words.
Well, I know that this has happened to Salford quite a few times this year, in previous years, but do you think it's the agent who Hunter should be, if they're unhappy with, as opposed to the RFL and Salford?
Oh, it can't be us. Like, we couldn't have done any more, been any more accommodating, fair and honest and upfront. We could not have done any of more. In fact, beyond and above and beyond. So, you know, it's certainly not us. Who they want to be angry at is not my concern. They're a fantastic club, Hunslet, and great people, and you know, we was very, very careful to treat them with due respect, as we will want to be treated as well. So yeah, I hope, I just hope that our relationship continues in the way it's always been and should be amongst all clubs. So like I said, respect to them.